The Adventure of Bumble the Bee and the Forgotten Garden. In a bustling bee colony housed in a large, hollow tree, there lived an adventurous bee named Bumble. Unlike his fellow bees who contentedly gathered nectar from flowers nearby, Bumble dreamed of finding new, unexplored gardens. From his colony, Bumble often gazed at the distant forest at the horizon. He couldn't help but wonder what types of flowers might be waiting there, untouched and in full bloom. One day, Bumble heard the elder bee telling tales of the forgotten garden, a place hidden deep within the forest. It was said to be a paradise for bees, filled with flowers carrying the sweetest nectar ever known. Intrigued by the tale, Bumble decided to embark on a daring journey to find this forgotten garden. With a heart full of excitement and a resolve of steel, he buzzed off into the distance. Bumble's journey was filled with challenges. He had to navigate through intricate spiderwebs, evade hungry birds, and even weather a sudden downpour. But his spirit was not dampened. He faced every obstacle with courage. Along his journey, Bumble met various insects: a wise old caterpillar, a cheery butterfly, and a hard-working ant. Each had their own stories and pieces of advice to share, guiding Bumble on his quest. After days of searching, Bumble came across an opening hidden behind overgrown vines. With a fluttering heart, he pushed through and was met with a sight that took his breath away: the forgotten garden, more beautiful than he could ever imagine. Bumble spent the entire day in the garden, drinking from the nectar of flowers of all shapes, sizes, and colors. Each nectar was sweeter than the last, making Bumble's heart flutter with joy. Wanting to share his discovery with his colony, Bumble carefully filled his pollen baskets with the finest pollen from the rarest flowers. Once satisfied, he started his journey back, filled with the joy of discovery. Upon his return, Bumble was met with curious and excited buzzes from his fellow bees. They had never seen pollen like the one he had brought back. As Bumble presented the pollen to the queen, it filled the entire colony with a sweet fragrance, one that they had never experienced before. It was the essence of the forgotten garden, carried on the tiny legs of an adventurous bee. Surrounding their hero, the bees listened in awe as Bumble narrated his adventurous journey. He shared about the challenges he faced, the friends he made, and the beauty of the forgotten garden. From that day forward, Bumble was not just another bee in the colony. He was a celebrated explorer, an inspiration to his fellow bees. He had shown them that the sweetest rewards often lie at the end of the most challenging journeys. This is the end of the story. Please like, share and subscribe to the Humble Tales YouTube channel.